Good morning, everybody. It is the official Star Wars Day at Sea.
Yes!
And so we're going to go meet some characters that you have to reserve beforehand, before you get on the ship, and then show you out what's going on for the rest of the day. So we are making our way towards the back of the ship, because that is where our first kind of meet and greet is at for this morning. And I believe we're meeting up with R2-D2, Chewbacca, and C-3PO.
Yeah.
All the way back here in Animator's Palette. And it looks like there's already a line going. So this should basically be everybody who made a reservation beforehand.
For 8 a.m.
8 a.m. Alright. So we've made it into Animator's Palette, and we're going to get the meet and greet with, I think, Chewie first? Is that what they said?
So?
Somebody. We'll find out here real soon.
I would be honored if you would join me. No, Arthur, don't be so dramatic. I am afraid I do not understand your technological priorities. So attached to your devices, and yet you have never left your own planet.
There you go.
Thank the maker. I wish you would have said that to me.
Now, I will say one thing that is a little frustrating right now is that if you don't have somebody who can take photos for you, then if you want those photos, somebody in your party has to stand out of the picture to get the photo, or you have to pay Disney for the photo packages.
I mean, you can also ask somebody behind you to take pictures
True.
for you. But the thing with us is that we're using our actual camera. So not everybody knows how to use it.
But in the past, usually like the cast member would be willing to take the photos on your phone, but they are not willing to do that at this point. So keep that in mind for these events. If you want to have a photo of everybody that you don't have to pay for from Disney, you might want to ask the people behind you.
Yeah, and ask
or
them
even the
before
people
you
in
get
front
up
of
there.
you.
A couple people before, be like, hey, would you mind taking my picture? And normally people are really good about it. And then I always just offer back, I'll take your picture too.
For sure.
Hi, Chewie. How cool.
You just want to make sure they document it.
Yeah.
For future reference.
So we just finished Chewie and R2-D2 and C-3PO.
Our first encounters of the day.
And now the next one that we have is actually in the tube, which is upstairs directly above us. But it's not till 9 o'clock, and we've got, like 40 minutes or so?
But there's supposed to be wandering encounters out in the atrium starting in about 10 minutes.
So we're going to walk out and just see, because after that,
here.
we're going to meet Darth Vader. Oh, something else we didn't really talk about is Taylor is bounding today. I did get a costume, and then I put it on.
Did.
I didn't like it, and it doesn't really matter because I'm not going to be in any of the photos.
I'm bounding as Ahsoka, if none of you know.
So they haven't changed much here in the atrium, but they did hang some banners up on both sides. And of course, like the Solo Frozen Carbonite has been out all week, and the backdrop has been out all week.
We have made it to the tube where we will be meeting Darth Vader.
Dun, 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 dun,
It's crazy there's no people on
Hello, citizens of the Empire.
here. Hello.
Do you have reservations on your communication device?
Yes.
Perfect. We'll have you step right that way.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Wow, it's like just us in here.
That's pretty crazy.
Wow, I got something really in here.
He does talk a little bit.
He does. Oh, he's pointing.
That usually happens. 7108.
You exhibit elevated levels of anxiety. Have you been harboring a rebel spy?
Maybe.
Perhaps an interrogation would inspire a sudden recollection. We shall see.
There you go. Love it. It's still very intimidating. Which is what he's still following us.
What? The until we meet again could technically be a little insider thing because
What are you doing?
Because Ahsoka knew Darth Vader before he was Darth Vader.
Alright, so now that we've done our actual meet and greets, so the official meet and greets, right, that we had to reserve, the rest of the characters that we're going to see today and that you're going to see on your cruise are just going to be out and about walking around. And there's no real like official kind of meetup spot for them. Mostly in the atrium, they're all going to be just roaming freely, so to speak. So, and what's really nice about our cruise, might not be for your cruise, but what's nice about ours is that because there's so few people, it should be pretty easy to kind of run in, grab a quick shot, and get out of the way and let somebody else go. On our past cruise, way back in 2017, it was a little tough because there's just so many people that sometimes it just gets super crowded. But Taylor's going to hang out in the atrium. I'm actually going to walk to the shop in hopes that they will have specific merchandise for this cruise. They told us at the beginning that that was not going to be the case. They basically said that whatever is out, and that's all there is. I'm hoping that that's not the case because it's really disappointing. But I'm going to go get in line. It opens up in about a half hour. Nobody's still. And the character should be out here at 9 o'clock. We're supposed to be 8:30. Still not out. It's 9 o'clock now. Still not out. So I'm going to go walk around over here and just see. You never know. So just kind of standing here where the shops are at and looking in. Literally nothing has changed on either side. And so Taylor says I'm probably just setting myself up for disappointment, which at this point I'm sure that I am. But really the only stuff they have is just right here. That's it. So we're going to walk back out here and see if any characters come out.
We've spotted the first encounter in the atrium. It's the Jawas.
So super cool. So basically, I think we showed in yesterday's video a couple of the characters that were out and about. And those characters that we saw last night are really the same characters that will be out all day today roaming through the atrium. So there should be more, I guess. But for the most part, it's going to be these same guys, always kind of just rotating out, which is really cool. The only one that we're missing at this point from our last cruise is the pig. The
guards.
The guards, Jabba the Hutt's guards. But I would say probably the best character interactions are going to be with the Jawas. Now it is unfortunate right now is that you can't like trade like shiny things with them because of protocols, but still got to be probably like the best job of all the characters I think would to be a Jawa.
I like that all the characters are able to talk.
What?
I like that all the characters are able to talk. Like they're talking to you.
Yeah.
Because that's not always the case. So that has been quite exciting today. I'm going to have to come back for another one today. Yeah, there we go.
So we came into Cove Cafe because we got some time, and look at that. Taylor's latte has a stormtrooper on it.
Awesome!
It's really cool.
Actually, I made a picture of it because that is freaking sweet. You guys, I'm wigging out right now. Because Ahsoka walked out into the atrium. Josh totally missed it. So there was a girl walking around that was dressed like Ahsoka, and I heard somebody say, "Oh my god, there's Ahsoka," and I'm like, "Oh, it's probably just that girl that's dressed up like her." Nope, it's actually her.
Something else that's cool about Star Wars Day at Sea is that they do a little retelling of the original trilogy. And it's with these 3 actors, and basically they just go through the whole thing. They're acting it all out very quickly in less than a half hour, and it's a lot of fun. And they throw in a lot of really good jokes and have a great time.
Back on the Death Star! Good. Now take your father's place by my side.
I'll never turn.
We've made it to O'Gill's for Star Wars quotes trivia. I'm afraid this is going to be harder than I think.
You're all on your own on that one.
I'm definitely on my own. Josh will know like maybe 1.
Alright.
Here we
Hello,
go.
friends. I see you there.
Not
If
good.
I only see you there
20.
with all the answers,
So bad.
I will let the other people know so they have talked to each other.
All right, so we're just making our way back to the room today. It is about 2 o'clock. And something that you guys should know, what Disney does, is they actually give you gratuity, like little, I guess, like envelopes, so to speak. And on the back of your sheet, which is this, it has the gratuity for everybody who helped you out throughout your trip. So your server, assistant server, head server, save room host, all these people, and then the charges. And then what's kind of, if you choose so, you can actually put cash in there as well, give them a little bit of an extra tip. So make sure that you fill these out. If you don't give them to your server, these charges will still automatically be applied to your account. So if you forget or something, don't worry.
Hello, Star Wars fans! Who's here for the Star Wars Superfan Challenge? Yes, well, welcome. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. My name is Ruth, and the Jedi Council have given me the honor of being your host for this afternoon's challenge. Now, thank you. What is the name of Han Solo's ship? The Millennium Falcon is correct! But before we get started, let's get to meet our Star Wars fans a little bit better. So into the microphone, just here, can you tell everybody your name?
Taylor, so how would you have done if you would have been selected to go up there?
I would have lost. I know select Star Wars things. There were a few questions up there that were like definitely difficult.
All right, so we have ended up back in Cove Cafe for the second time today.
Can't help ourselves.
Taylor got another latte. Ooh, that was loud. And look at that.
Boba.
Wait, boba? Like boba tea?
I was just gonna say not boba tea. Boba Fett.
And I got a turmeric latte with a stormtrooper. Yeah, pretty cool. So one thing that we were trying to figure out right now is if we're going to have to see these blue dots. Yesterday, for the fireworks last night, we had to stand on a blue dot no matter where you're at up top. Whether you're on the pool deck or you're up here on the upper deck. So we're trying to figure out if we're actually going to have to stand on a spot just to watch from up here. Hopefully not, because there's really no blue spots at all along the railings. But we're just going to have to wait and see. So there's a guy down here who's dressed like Darth Vader. Full out costume with a helmet.
You know, it'd be really funny if those people in front of them joined in.
They're having some lightsaber battles. So something that's different from Walt Disney World or even Disneyland than the cruise line is that, at least from what we've been seeing, cast members have not been telling adults that you can't actually wear a helmet with a face mask. So you can wear a full helmet. Like, you would not be able to do this at Walt Disney World. So once Darth Vader here turns around, you'll see it's a full Darth Vader helmet.
And he's not a character like on the ship. He's
not.
guest.
Yeah, he's not an official character.
Awaiting your diversion. Have fun. This is gonna be fun. Very fun.
You watch your language.
Just let it be.